Well, there's all kinds of meaning making when we're working in teams and then and in communities, particularly around relationships that have some significance for us. So when I think about like thoughtfulness or a sense of belonging in workplace or in communities that are inviting expressions that are vulnerable, there's a couple of considerations. The first is that we go into these conversations with a clear sense about what it is that we're actually wanting. So that could be sharing with the person what it is that you would like to see or experience that would support you to have a sense of being heard. We can also be clear about making an explicit request to them to see if they are in a place to actually hear us. So, do they have the capacity and do they have the willingness? There can be a couple of responses to that. It could be that they do have the capacity, but they might have their own conditions that they want to name, such as needing to have a scheduled conversation, or they could say no. When they say no, I actually welcome that because the no is the setting of a boundary, and the boundary is very clear. And so that can lead to a couple of other considerations, which include perhaps asking that person if they have any suggestions on where you could take your particular piece of information to. It could be to another person or it could be to a process. The other thing is that we can choose to take our concern somewhere else. So it could be to another person within our team or the organization, or even just somebody who's in our network of support. So I invite you to think about these key considerations before actually stepping into the place of making the vulnerable expression so that you can have trust that it will be received in a way that's helpful for you. Thanks for the question.